message in my notes that I'm never gonna send to you, saying I'm sorry. I guess you never really know what somebody's gonna do when they get lonely. Just somebody better than me to take care of your insecurities. You did it all while leaving me in the dark. I try so hard to be what you need, push you into the time that things work. Maybe we should let this fall apart. 'Cause I feel so stupid for falling for you. I never been one to cry. I can't stop the tears raining down from my eyes. No, 'cause I feel so stupid for falling for you. Should've listened to my friends, but they told me not to. They said you never want a one night stand, trip to Candyland. If you get too close, then you might understand. But now your heart's on my sleeve and I'm in too deep. But you're not thinking twice about me.
いただこう。
いただこう。
いただきます。
はい。
うん。ポトフ。
たっぷり入ってる。熱い？
あ、これ美味しい。うまっ。うまい。トマト缶やな。
うん。うん。
うまっ。パンうまっ。うん、パンめっちゃ美味しい。
あ、そう。
うん。
美味しい？
香りがすごい。
おお。
洋梨の香りがすごい抜けてくるわ。
From far away she looks so good. Grew up in the same neighborhood, and that's how to rub salt in the wound. Spend a few hours on the reservoir. Never broke a bone, so I'm gonna try hard to prove you wrong. That I'm not who I used